One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today.
When you tell her what she wants to hear, suddenly you're the perfect boyfriend. Let me explain what's really happening here, because once you understand this game, you'll never fall for it again. Women don't actually want the truth. They want you to participate in their delusions. And if you refuse, if you dare to inject reality into their fantasy world, that's when they go crazy. Not because you hurt their feelings, because you refuse to submit. You refuse to sacrifice your integrity on the altar of her emotions. And that, my friend, is the unforgivable sin in modern relationships. Let me give you a classic example. Do these jeans make me look fat? Every man knows this question. It's not a question, it's a test. She already knows the answer. She looked in the mirror for 30 minutes before asking you. She's not seeking information, she's seeking submission. Will you tell the truth and face the consequences? Or will you lie and prove that her feelings matter more than reality? Here's what's really twisted. If those jeans do make her look fat, and you say no, she knows you're lying. She knows. But that's not the point. The point is that you lied for her. You betrayed your own perception of reality to protect her feelings. That's the real validation. Not that she looks good, but that you'll compromise your integrity for her comfort. I had a client last month, successful entrepreneur, sharp guy. His wife asks him, "Am I as pretty as when we met?" They've been married 15 years. She's gained 40 pounds and stopped taking care of herself. He tries to be diplomatic. "You're beautiful to me, honey. Not good enough," she pushes. "But am I as pretty?" He makes the mistake of being honest. "You're attractive in different ways now." Nuclear fucking meltdown. 3 days of silent treatment, tears to her friends about how he doesn't find her attractive anymore, threats of divorce, all because he dared to acknowledge objective reality. Meanwhile, she hasn't been to the gym in 5 years and lives on wine and Netflix. But somehow, he's the bad guy for not maintaining her delusion that time and neglect have no consequences. You know what this really is? It's emotional terrorism. Tell me I'm pretty or I'll make your life hell. Agree with my delusion or face punishment. It's not insecurity, it's manipulation. And before the women in the comments start screeching, yes, men have insecurities too. The difference? When a man asks if he's getting out of shape, he wants the truth so he can fix it. When a woman asks, she wants you to fix her feelings about it. This goes way deeper than just appearance. Women will test you with impossible questions designed to trap you. If I died, would you remarry? Say yes, you don't love her enough. Say no, you're lying.
Morning. All right, I am headed over to my mom's early this morning to get her up and situated. She wants to try to get downstairs today. That's her new goal, is to get downstairs and hang out downstairs. She's going to have visitors and we don't want to have to bring her up and down and up and down. So she has a little setup downstairs. So we will get her up and bathed and going this morning. And I'm leaving Starbucks because I had to get something to eat and something to drink. And now I'm headed there. But this is going to be a quick conversation because I only got a 15-minute drive. But it is going to be a hard conversation. And technically, I'm talking to the men. I'm going to also address the women in this one. And they're going to feel away. They're going to feel away. Because women, they don't want the truth. They want you to lie to them. They do not want the truth. But here is the real. Women have got to grow up. They have got to mature emotionally. Okay? And especially today. So I don't know what's going on today. In my humble opinion, I feel like women, 20, 30, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, were better at hearing the truth, living in reality. But today, a woman wants you to affirm her delusion. And that's not okay. Like, that's not okay. No one benefits from that. She doesn't benefit from it. Gentlemen, you don't benefit from it. And this is why you got to stop lying to your woman. Don't lie. Don't lie to her. Stop lying to her. What does that mean? That means that when she asks you for your opinion, when she asks you what you think about something, especially if the something pertains to her, the way she looks, just anything, stop lying to her. Okay? Don't lie to her. Tell her the truth. Tell her the truth in the kindest way that you can, but tell her the truth. Okay? Because, again, women want to live in their delusion, and they want you to affirm that delusion. They want you to validate that delusion. And you know what? If I'm being honest, so when I was in my 20s, I'm going to tell y'all a quick story. When I was in my 20s, I used to do dumb stuff like this. I used to do dumb stuff like make up all these weird scenarios. I will make up these weird scenarios with my man. Well, if I died, would you marry again? Who would you marry? Right? Or I would ask them questions that I really didn't want the truthful answer to. Whew. I would ask them questions about their last girlfriend, what their sex life was like, was she better than me, and all this other dumb stuff. And, back then, y'all, because I'm old, they would tell the truth. They would tell the truth. And then once my little feelings got hurt, that's when I woke up to, why am I doing this? Why am I asking these dumb questions that I really don't want the honest answer to? Like, why are you doing this, Anita? What is this about? Why do you keep asking dumb questions that you don't want the truthful answer to? Okay? And that's when, if I'm being honest, y'all, the sun is bright out here. I can't even see the light. That's when I started deciding. I remember this day, and I was in my late 20s. I started deciding that, number one, I was going to stop doing that. I said, stop doing that. This is stupid. You're asking a bunch of questions that you really don't want the honest answer to. But number two, I also made a decision. From that day forward, I must have been in my late 20s. It was before I got married. I said, you know what? You check you. You check you. You don't need to ask anybody else. Like, that's when I really started learning how to validate myself, and I started learning how to check myself. So I've never asked a man, do I look fat in this? Do I look good in this? What, no. I know what I look good in. I know what my body looks like. I've never asked a man, am I gaining weight? And no. I know how to do that. Okay. I have mirrors at home. I know how to get out of the shower and look in a full length mirror and look at my body and say, oh, I got to do better. Oh no, I ain't eating out no more. I ain't doing this no more. See, I know how to do that for myself. Okay? I know how to check me. I know how to check me as far as, when I look at my face, I'm looking at my face every day. I'm like, okay, I need a little touch up. I need this. I need that. I might have to do this. I might have to do that. Or, y'all, it is bright. I might have to, get a little this, get a little that, right? But to me, I know how to check myself. I don't need to ask any man or my man or, I don't need to do that. I can check myself. I can see reality that, yeah, I might need to lay off of this, or I might need to walk more. I might need to, but today's woman, because we have made it, see, and this is what I keep trying to tell people, right? When they talk about words equal violence. So I grew up in the sticks and stones era. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. See, that's the era I grew up in. But today, people believe that words equal violence. People believe that their feelings trump everything. Their feelings trump biology, and their feelings trump the truth. Like universal truths that we all knew 30 years ago, 40 years ago, that don't exist no more. Y'all can't even tell me what a woman is. Okay? You can't tell me what a woman is. That's how weird and sick it has gotten. So today's woman is like, nope, that hurts my feelings. Nope, that brings me into a state of reality that I don't want to live in, and I want to be deluded. I want to believe that I can be 40 years old and have 4 kids, and they all have different dads, and I'm going to get the best man out there. I'm going to get the cream of the crop. That is a possibility for me. So, yeah, like they simply want you to affirm their delusion. And gentlemen, I'm going to be honest, it's a hard conversation. You ready? Some of y'all are complicit in this. Some of y'all lied to your women. You will reject your own integrity. You will reject reality to lie to your woman. That's crazy to me. You know the truth. You see the truth. You have eyes. And well, no, I mean, that looks good. You look good. And you know the truth. And can I be real with y'all? Can I be honest? She know you lying. She knows that you're lying. She knows that you are willing to reject your truth. You're willing to reject reality to lie to her. And that's really what it's about, is your submission, you submitting to her delusion. Like, that's really what it's about, y'all. And so I want to see men get stronger. I want to see men start standing up and getting stronger and living in the truth, living in reality. And I want you to drag your woman into reality, kicking and screaming. Okay, you got that? Ooh, y'all not gonna like this. I want you to drag your woman into reality, kicking and screaming. Well, what do you mean? Why would you say that? Well, okay. Yeah, that's what it is. No, that's probably not gonna happen. No, and look, I am not supporting. Let me be clear about this, because there is a population, can I be real? There's a population online of people that live and breathe to just drag people down. That is not what this is. This is not a drag. This is not a, once you hit 30, you've hit the wall, nobody will want you. This is not that. So let me be very, very clear. This is not a drag, because that's not who I am. That's not what I'm about. I am not about, just trying to drag people down, give them no hope, make them feel bad about themselves. Who does that benefit? Like, who does that benefit if I do that? Right? It doesn't benefit me. It doesn't benefit them. It doesn't help them to grow and change and become a better version of themselves. Like, no, that doesn't help anybody. But I am going to tell you the truth. I am going to tell you the truth, but I'm not going to drag you. But what's sad is today's women feel like speaking the truth is dragging. Speaking the truth is being unkind. No. Speaking the truth is the kindest thing I can do, even if it stings. Like, if I'm giving you medicine that tastes nasty, like, this is my daughter, y'all, just the other day, I'm giving her, so she's like, I don't like the grape flavor. I don't like that flavor. Okay, but this is going to make you better. I get it. This is not her flavor of choice is orange. I said, okay, but this ain't that. And you don't like the taste of it, but it will make you better. Over time, it will get you better. That's what this is, okay? You don't have to love the flavor. You don't have, it's better. I don't like the flavor. Okay, but this will make you better over time. And shouldn't that be what it's about? Like, we've lost the plot here. We have lost the plot, which is to grow up to mature, to help each other to grow and mature. And really, that's what healthy relationships are. Y'all made it about love and sex and trips, and y'all made marriage and love about all this dumb stuff, when really it's about growing and learning and witnessing each other's ups and downs and support and being there for each other and building something together and having someone that can, make this journey, this thing called life, just a little bit better. But no, y'all done took that away. That, it's supposed to be rainbows and sunshine all the time. No, stop lying to her. Stop lying to her. Tell her the truth. And then you got people saying, well, women are like children. They're not even full grown adults. Women are like children. This is why. Because y'all lied to them. You don't expect them to show up like a full grown adult. I expect everyone to show up like a full grown adult. Just like I don't believe men are bumbling idiots. I believe men are competent. I believe they're capable. I believe they're more intentional than y'all think. Like, that's what I believe. So this whole idea of, I've got to interpret a man saying I don't want a relationship right now. No, I don't. I'll walk away. I don't have the capacity for a relationship right now. All right, bruh. And you got capacity for these drawers. You got capacity for this hot meal. But nah, you not all that come with the relationship. like that's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do, ladies. Stop giving this if it don't come with that. Like, I don't know how else to say that. If it don't come with this, you're not getting this. But you lied to yourself. And you believe things like, sex will make him like me more. No, it won't. No, it won't. Quite the opposite. Sex will make him like himself more. Because he will feel good about himself that, I got a whole bunch of free sex that I did not have to earn. No, thank you. Or just, if I just be around him, if I just do things for him and be around him, no, that'll get you used. That'll get you used, boo-boo. You need to have a standard. You need to have requirements. And you being the cool girl, you being chill and cool and, I don't have any needs and all that. No, that's going to get you used. I have needs, okay? I have needs and I'm willing to share them with you. And if that conversation don't go well, like if any parts of, I can't do that, then I'm just done. That's all that's going to happen. Anita will just be done with you. I can't get my needs met here? Okay. And I'm going to go about my business. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all are so desperate that, and look, the desperation isn't even about how the person is treating you. That's what's so wild. The desperation is about how you feel about him. Because you have a feeling about him that, I don't see this coming around again. Well, if you dated someone before, if you had crushes before, this is what I keep telling y'all. If you ever felt that feeling before, why wouldn't it happen again? Like, I have been in love 13 times in my 57 years. So that's why I believe there is another one. Like, there's another one out there. So, and some of those loves were not even, relationships in the sense of like, that was my man, I was sexually intimate with him. No, it was just someone I deeply loved. And it never took off. But there was love there. We had love for one another. We just never made it anything sexual, official or anything. It was just a deep, abiding love for that person. So, yeah, I believe that I have lots of love to give. That love, lives on as long as I do. And it can be ignited at any moment. So this idea of one and done, no, that's for 18-year-olds. Some of y'all are 40 years old believing this, and that's for 18-year-olds. I might have felt that at 18 because I didn't know any better. But if you 30, if you 40, no, you can always love again. You can always find people that you feel a way about. But like I said, my feeling a way about strongly depends on how I am treated. It strongly depends on if it is reciprocal. And once it is not, I'm like, oh well, oh well. That was fun while it lasted, oh well. But no, it is not solely based on how I feel about that person. It's based on how I'm treated by that person, how that person feels about me. Is it reciprocal? Because I keep telling people, I can't like somebody that don't like me. I can't stay in that. Like, I can't stay in that. I can't stay around and like somebody that don't really like me. That's just how I'm wired. And the second I realize, oh, he really ain't feeling me like that, then I just go about my business. And I may do a aw shucks, like I may do an aw shucks at some point. Like, that's unfortunate. That's it. But I don't pine. I don't wonder what could have been, no, not at all. I'm just like, oh well. But I don't believe in making nobody want me. I don't. Because guess what? I want me. I love me. So if don't nobody else love me, I love me. But gentlemen, I think a lot of these behaviors you all have been complicit in. And I'm going to be honest, I think that's why men are so resentful. Men as a collective right now are incredibly resentful. They are, when I tell you, these men are resentful. They are angry and bitter because I think they're waking up to the fact that, you know what? I think I had something to do with this. I think I had something to do with this. I think I fed into this entitled, bratty, emotionally immature. I think I had something to do with this. I think I lied to her. I think I shrunk myself. Like I had something to do with this. I think men had something to do with this. And I think that's what we're finally waking up to. Like men had something to do with this. Y'all had something to do with this. Lying to her, living in her delusion, giving her every little thing her heart desire. And it's like, now that y'all realize there's nothing on planet Earth that you could do to make a woman happy. I think men are finally waking up. They're like, oh my gosh, I've been knocking myself out all this time. And for what? All that goalpost moving that women do. Well, I know I said this, but now it's this. I know I said this, but now it's this. I know I said this will make me happy, but now it's this. No. That's why I tell y'all, stop trying to make her happy. Now I'm telling y'all to stop lying to her. Stop telling her what she want to hear and tell her the truth. Do it in the kindest way you can, but do it. Please do it. And let everybody wake up. Let everybody grow up. Let everybody become emotionally, spiritually, mentally mature. Because a lot of women out here are physically mature. They physically, they be looking like grown women at 14. Like, that's what's so crazy to me. These girls be looking like grown women at 14, 15 years old. Be getting boob jobs at 13, 14, 15. What? And inside, they got the mind of a 12-year-old. And because they have the mind of a 12-year-old, like you see that womanly body, but because her mind is 12 years old, that's where all the lying come in. That's when all the feeding of delusion and treating her like a child and trying to, they be tantruming. And y'all try to figure out a way around their tantrums and their crying. That's another thing. Men who are paralyzed by female tears. See, y'all got to do something different. Y'all got to do something different. That as soon as those tears fall, see, y'all been trained. Backpedal, back off. Don't say no more truth. Don't say no more words. Y'all have been trained. I'll be like, so? like I be having couples in session, and the second them tears well up, he look at me, I look at him, and I be like, keep talking. Keep talking. Again, be kind. I'm not giving you permission to be an a-hole. I'm not giving you permission to be unkind, but I'm saying keep talking. Keep talking. Oh, okay. All right. I understand. And you just keep talking. Keep saying what you need to say. And let the tears keep flowing. See, y'all think it's your responsibility to get her out of that mood or to get her out of her sad feelings or her negative feelings. It's not. She should know how to do that. She should know how to manage her feelings and her emotions. And guess what? I'm also a big believer that, okay, you feel sad? Okay. I'm a big believer in letting people be sad. Like, I don't understand this idea of, if somebody's having a negative, what we classify, that is what we classify as a negative emotion. That if somebody's having a negative emotion, we have to do something to turn that around. No, we don't. No, we don't. You can be in that negative emotion. You can feel that way. You can feel angry. You can feel sad. You can feel hurt. You can feel lonely. You can feel, fill in the blank. And I don't have to do anything about it. That is your feeling to have, right? That's what I honestly believe. That is your feeling to have. You can feel your feelings. You can feel those emotions. And I can sit there. I can sit with you. But I don't have to take it on. I don't have to do anything to make it change or make it go away. This is what I want men to understand. And instead of, I got to play the cleanup guy. I got to do something. I got to get out. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you do not. Okay. I had a comment here. Yeah, because Bezos gave his wife $42 billion and she still wasn't happy. Yeah, I know. There's absolutely nothing. Boob jobs, no, they don't. Not no sis under 18, their body is natural. No, there are parents. There was a case just last week of parents. They're giving the daughters permission. They're giving their kids, their underage minor children, permission to have plastic surgery. One 14-year-old girl, they're thinking about charging the parents. A 14-year-old girl went in for a boob job and died. No, the parents are giving their minor daughters permission. He said women hate accountability and men hate hearing their mouth. Yeah. And see, because of that, though, the men will lie to them. The men will shut down. So they'll either shut down, they won't hold them accountable. They'll shut down, they'll back off, or they'll lie to them. They'll live in a woman's delusion. And that's a mistake. That's a mistake. I think a man needs to get stronger. And he needs to be able to handle all that mouth. I really do. I think he just needs to be like, it's in their genetics. He said not a boob job. No, there's plenty of underage girls getting boob jobs, getting BBLs. There was a 16-year-old black girl whose parents allowed her to get a BBL. So no, it's a whole thing. But I want to see men get a little stronger in that area because I think that too can help turn the tide. Like, we got to start turning the tide of all this nonsense. And it's like, as long as men believe that women are children, and, and they do, a lot of them act like it. They act like children. Can we be honest? But as long as we have that belief, then, here we go. We are living in this crazy society where you have 40-year-old women having tantrums and a man doing everything in his power to try to, soothe her. No, she's a grown adult. She's a grown adult. So he said, but most young black women be natural defined. I know some do, but white girls usually the ones getting augmentations. Yeah. But like I said, it's crazy out here now. So I don't even put a race on it anymore. So gentlemen, I think it's time. I think it's time that if you have any hope of having a healthy relationship with a woman, you need to find one who's emotionally mature. You need to find one who loves the truth, who loves and lives for the truth. And guess what? She doesn't live in delusion. She can tell herself the truth. She's going to want the truth from you. Like, you need to find women who are grown-ups and who can critically think and who can, check themselves. But if she can't do it for herself, she doesn't want you doing it. She can't be held accountable. She's not responsible. Like, these are the bare minimum things that I believe men should be looking for. And, if you keep dealing with these women that are 12-year-olds and 25, 30-year-old bodies, yeah, you get what you get and don't have a fit. You're going to keep dealing with this nonsense. And again, that beauty, this is what men don't realize, especially younger men, they don't realize that beauty gets old. What's the saying? I'm not going to use the profanity, but the saying is, show me a beautiful woman and I'll show you a man who's tired of effing her. So do y'all realize that over time, even the most beautiful of women, men get used to it. They get used to that beauty. They get used to that body. And they're like, yeah, been there, done that. And then they're on to the next. That's the nature of humans. So please don't put all your eggs in that beauty and booty basket, because again, it's going to get old real fast. If she got a stank attitude, if she's nasty, if she don't know how to be held accountable, that's going to get old real fast. And then you're like, oh dang, I love the fact that she looked a certain way or had a certain body or had a certain sexual skill. Like I said though, that sexual skill is what, 30 minutes, an hour a day? What you going to do with her the other 23 hours? What you going to do with her the other 23 hours of the day? Is looking at, listening to that attitude, listening to that mouth, looking at her cry about dumb stuff and asking you dumb questions. That's no, please. And again, men are saying now, I hope they mean it. Well, I'll take a 5 or a 6 over a 9 or a 10 with a good attitude, with a feminine mindset, with, and I hope y'all mean it. I do. Because the 9s and the 10s, like, it's overrated, bro. It really is. It really is. And think about it. Some of the most beautiful women in the world are not married. They're not in a relationship. So that's it. That's the lesson for the day. I hope y'all have a great day. It's a little cooler here. We started out in the 40s, so it's dropping down, but it is a beautiful day. I hope y'all enjoy it. It's Friday. So for some of y'all, that means something. Y'all know that don't mean nothing to me because I work 7 days a week. but for those of y'all that this is the last day of your week, enjoy your weekend. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you. And as always, stay open to love.